Check it. Alright guys, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're looking at AMC stock, GME stock, SPY stock. We're also going to look at Tesla, Nvidia, Apple. We're going to be looking at these stocks and Bitcoin as well. This video is cram-packed full of information that you need to know if you hold stocks, play in the stock market, or plan on day trading. Guys, this is a banger video, guys. I talk about long-term macro strategies and investing. You want to watch this video, especially if you're looking to try to get into the road of financial freedom and starting to make money in your sleep and start to generate that cash. Guys, it is possible. I came from the bottom. If you've seen my live streams, you know my story, guys. I was about to lose everything, and I did lose everything. I lost the car, lost my job, and I was about to lose my house. You can change your life if you put your mindset to it and work each and every day. It won't happen in the first year. It won't happen in the first 2 years. But if you stay on the grind with the macro mindset, you will get through it. So let's go ahead and hop into the charts, the facts, the data, and explain all of this. Let's go. You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're looking at AMC stock, GME stock, SPY stock. We're going to be looking at these stocks in the cryptocurrency market, giving you guys an update and prediction on what is going on. This video is not financial advice and should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence before buying any stock or crypto asset. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on. So, guys, another brutal day on AMC. Listen, y'all. This is what I'm doing with AMC. This is what I'm doing. You guys got to form your own strategy, your own plan. But what I'm personally doing is I'm buying and I'm holding, okay? This is a very risky play. I would advise, okay? I don't give financial advice. But if someone was my friend and they were asking me, what should I invest in? I would not say AMC, okay? I would tell them something safe like SPY, SQQQ, NASDAQ, something very, very safe, something that's going to pay them dividends, something that's going to make their account increase. So I want to make it very, very clear because I see that some people are in different positions of their journey. Some of you guys are just starting. Some of you guys have been in this for a while. Some people are trapped in the AMC and they don't want to take a loss. I completely understand all of it, okay? I completely understand all of it. But you have to have, and I would say you should have a position at least, okay? If you're looking to invest and make your money work for you, which you need to do, you have to learn how to make money in your sleep or you will die poor. You will have to work for the rest of your life, especially with the way that inflation's growing and everything's growing. You will have to work for the rest of your life. So you need to learn how to make your money work for you. So yes, learning to invest is very, very important and it is key to getting financial freedom. But you need to have like a nice little bag of Bitcoin, a nice little bag of Ethereum, a nice little bag of XRP, a nice little bag of SQQQ, a nice little bag of SPY. And you can use, even though SPY does not run inverse of SQQQ, you can use SQQQ and SPY as a hedge. So basically, if you want to be very, very safe and do something for a long-term bag, you can buy a bunch of SQQQ and a bunch of SPY. So say you have $1,000 to invest, you could buy $500 of SQQQ and $500 of SPY. Or you could take the approach what I take. So basically what I'm doing with my Bitcoin XRP positions, things like that, I'm doing what's called dollar cost averaging. So every week or so, I will buy about $100 to $125 of crypto. I'll do this every week and I just keep buying and buying and holding and buying and holding and buying and holding. These are the types of strategies that you can do over a long period of time and make a lot of money if you're planning to hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years. You can make a lot of money with dollar cost averaging into these positions, waiting for them to run up and then taking profit. Me personally, I do think Bitcoin is going to see a bull run in 2024. We do have technicals showing that as well. We have the MACD on the monthly time frame. MACD has a flipped green on the monthly time frame. You guys can see that we have the green MACD flip here on the monthly time frame. We also broke out of a massive falling wedge. And if we look at the market cycles chart, I do believe that Bitcoin is actually in the disbelief rally stage of the market, and we will see Bitcoin have a slight capitulation before seeing a pop to the upside, going into a bull run in 2024. 2024. So I do think we will see SPY or Bitcoin go into a bull run in 2024. I do think it's actually going to decouple from SPY, and again, I do believe it's in the disbelief phase. And as you guys can see, the disbelief phase has a slight pullback capitulation, very, very quick wick down before launching to the upside and going into a euphoria rally. You guys can see this was Bitcoin's euphoria rally here. Then we dropped to the downside. This upwards consolidation chop is called complacency stage. Then we drop down into anger and depression. And I do believe we're going to see movement to the upside. Again, when in doubt, zoom out. Now, me personally and the DataZero family, we are bearish on SPY. Okay, we are bearish on SPY. I see a lot of you guys are now bearish on SPY, and I'm so proud of you guys. You guys are starting to think like smart money and getting away from thinking like the herd. I'm so proud of you guys learning, because the herd right now, the majority of the people think that we're going to go to all-time highs. Okay, they think that we're going to go to a new bull rally, while the rates are being raised, while we're in the middle of a recession. They think we're going to go on a new bull rally. Guys, that's not going to happen. A new bull rally is not going to happen. So the highest I could see SPY possibly going to is filling this gap. Okay, in a perfect world, maybe SPY could come up to 460 again, maybe doing like a double top. Okay, but the highest I think SPY is going to be able to possibly go is fill this gap, and this gap might even be left up here for quite some time. We do have multiple gap fills to the downside on SPY. We can see that the stocks holding SPY up are going to be capitulating, and I'll show you what I mean in a second here. Basically, tech is the only thing rallying, and I'll show you what I mean. Tech is holding up the market right now. So, and I'll show you that tech is looking very, very weak and has a lot of bearish divergence. But you guys can see, I think SPY is going to see this bear flag play out. We have technicals and fundamentals saying that SPY is going to see a pullback. Also, if you look at the market cycle psychology, you guys can see that you kind of rally, then you go parabolic, then this downwards consolidation chop right here. This is your complacency stage before you see a drop to the downside, and that is why most people are wrong. And again, the complacency stage, we just need to cool off before the next bull rally. Just like back in Bitcoin, and this is how you know if somebody's been experienced in the market or not. If they've been experienced in the market, they will experience these things, and they will be able to identify these cycles in the market. When we went up here and then we crashed and we started going up again on Bitcoin, everyone thought Bitcoin was going to 100K on this second bounce. Actually, it was the complacency stage, and what was happening is basically larger positions were using this rally as exit liquidity, dumping on retail so they can hold their bags throughout this whole process so smart money can buy it back later. This is why you want to move like smart money, because I do believe they're going to do the same thing here. This is the liquidity run. So basically, this was a bear market bounce where smart money starts exiting their positions. Then we see this pullback to the downside, and smart money starts exiting their position using this as exit liquidity and start seeing a push to the downside. That's why they're pushing NVIDIA. That's why they're telling you NVIDIA is going to go to 800. NVIDIA is not going to go to 800. NVIDIA has bearish divergence in the RSI. If we go ahead and look at price, price is continually rising up. And you know what bearish divergence is? Bearish divergences always play out. Okay, they always play out. It's just when are they going to play out? They always play out, and it leads to either a crash if it's bearish divergence or a rally if it's bullish divergence. And you guys can see that price going up while RSI is going down. That is called bearish divergence. You guys can see RSI continually making lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, while price is making higher highs, higher highs, higher highs. This is on the weekly chart, okay? This is going to play out, and it's going to be a nasty crash for NVIDIA. We also have gap fills to the downside on NVIDIA. So this is why me and the DataZero family are stacking cash, and we're also stacking SQQQ, because SQQQ is absolutely going to pump when tech crashes. SQQQ goes inverse of the NASDAQ. So when NASDAQ goes up, SQQQ goes down. When NASDAQ goes down, SQQQ goes up. SQQQ has multiple gap fills to the upside, and this is a 30% profit, and this is a 50% profit, and we do have a gap fill here as well. Again, multiple gap fills to the upside for SQQQ and multiple gains that we could be made. This is a 700% profit if we do see the market crash and we see NASDAQ start to pull back. So stocks like Apple, NVIDIA. Let's go ahead and show you why Apple is bearish. Apple has gap fills to the downside. You guys can see, or Apple right now currently has these 2 gap fills to the upside. I do think Apple will fill these gaps. I think Apple will fill both of these gaps and then start to pull back. We can see that volume overall is on a downtrend on Apple. This is on the daily time frame. Let's go ahead and show you the weekly time frame. Is a lot more evident. You guys can see that volume isn't on a overall downtrend. You can also see that this is bearish divergence in the volume. You can also see that RSI got extremely hot. It started to pull back, and then we got this bounce. But Apple is having a lot of issues with the iPhone in the China bans. So, guys, I do think Apple is going to see a major pullback, and also bearish divergence on the RSI on the monthly time frame. Price keeps going up, 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 while RSI keeps going down, 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 down. This is the monthly time frame. When in doubt, zoom out. You can see that volume is also on a downtrend, and the MACD on the monthly time frame is starting to cross bearish. Again, all of these signs, bearish MACD on the weekly time frame, all of these signs showing that on the macro time frame, this is due for a pullback. This is one of the main stocks holding the market up. Nvidia is one of the main stocks holding the market up. Let's go ahead and look at Tesla on the macro time frame. You guys can see that there is a shoulder, there is a head, and there is a shoulder. This is a head and shoulders pattern. This is going to play out to the downside. We can also see a possible bear flag. Right here is your pole, and this is your flag. This is your complacency stage on Tesla. Guys, you're going to see a major pullback on Tesla. What does that mean? You will see a major pullback on the market. You guys can see that the weekly MACD is flipped to bearish, and on the monthly time frame, you did just get a cross. But again, guys, you can see that we do have this bear flag playing out, and this is one of the main stocks holding up the market. When tech pulls back, I'm going to be buying these lows. I'm going to be buying when Tesla comes back down to $123, I'm going to be buying it. When Nvidia comes down, I'm going to be buying it, but I'm not going to be buying it at these evaluations. They put out false narratives to pump this up. They're telling you that Nvidia is going to go to 800. They are pushing the earnings. They're telling you that the earnings are going to go up. There's multiple gap fills to the downside on Nvidia. There's a gap fill here, and there's a gap fill here. Multiple gap fills to the downside for Nvidia, and this is why I am bearish on tech and I'm bearish on the overall market. I do think we are going to see a pullback in the overall market, and again, I will be buying these things because I am bullish on them overall. I think they're great stocks. I think they're great assets to own. The blue chips are great things to own, especially if you have some blue chips with your Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, but right now they are overvaluated, and I'm going to be waiting for a pullback. People like Warren Buffett have a lot of money on the sidelines sitting in cash. Why do people like this sit on cash? Because they are expecting a crash. We can see that smart money, like Michael Burry, is putting puts on the market. Again, multiple signs showing that smart money is waiting for a major correction, and we want to move like smart money. We want to be able to build our wealth over time, ride these assets up, buy the bottom and sell the top, and the only way to do that is to move opposite of the herd. Again, right now we're in neutral territory on the fear and greed, so not really a good time to buy or sell in the overall macro time frame. On Bitcoin, you guys can see that we're in the fear. That means it's a good time to buy. You want to buy when others are fearful, and be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy. If you go ahead and look at AMC fear and greed, you can see that AMC is in fear. And again, we're going to talk about AMC here in a second. I do think AMC will see a recovery, but it's going to be hard. You're going to have to hold on and get through the other side. You're going to have to make it through the other side to get on AMC's good side, and I will explain that here in a second. But guys, you want to be buying these assets at the bottom and selling the tops, and you have to move like smart money to do so. I do think we're going to see a pullback on SPY in the macro time frame. I will give you guys my weekly prediction and update over the weekend. You guys can see that the weekly candle was a red weekly candle. I did predict a red weekly candle for SPY. I will go over the weekly prediction and update for the overall market. But guys, weekly prediction and update for SPY, right on with the red weekly candle print. I did predict a red week for SPY. So guys, let's go ahead and look at AMC and GME, AMC and GME, and show you guys what is going on with AMC in GME stock. So let's first hop into GME, and show you guys what's going on with GME. So GME is in a falling wedge. Right here is your falling wedge. It's already breaking out to the upside of the falling wedge. GME has multiple gap fills. I have the gold is the gap fill. So basically the gold is the gap fills. You have to move to smaller time frames to see them. But basically we have gap fills above our head. So we have gap fills above our head for GME here and here. This is at about the $18 mark. You guys can see it's about the $18 mark. So again, GME is looking bullish for a breakout and continuation to the upside. I do think GME is going to break this $20 mark. So I do think GME is going to be moving to the upside here in the short to midterm. GME is very, very bullish. It just came out with a good earnings, and the technicals are looking good as well. If we go ahead and look at the 4-hour time frame, you guys can see that the 4-hour time frame RSI is getting down towards the lower levels. It's at 39, and we are using this macro sloping resistance marked here in yellow as support. So again, more bullish signs for GME stock. You guys can see that the MACD is bullish. You guys can see that the MACD is bullish, and we are looking good, and we are starting to work on the weekly time frame, starting to get a bottom out and possibly get a curl to the upside. Again, multiple signs showing that GME is bullish, and then of course, when in doubt, just zoom out. Okay, sometimes you have to be patient and things take time. This thing takes years and years and years. You have to learn that investing is not an overnight process. It literally takes 5-10 years sometimes to get a return. Sometimes you don't want to wait that long, but sometimes you have to wait that long and make sure these things play out. You do not want to realize losses. So you guys can see that we're in this falling wedge on GME. Basically, this is a bullish continuation pattern. You have a push to the upside, then falling wedge, and then another push to the upside. You can also see that GME has a macro triple bottom. Bottom number 1 right here, bottom number 2 right here, and then bottom number 3 right here at $16. This is a macro triple bottom for GME. We'll go ahead and show you what a triple bottom looks like real quick, just in case you are new. We can show you what a triple bottom looks like just in case you are new to stocks and you want a little bit of education. But you can see bottom number 1 bounce, bottom number 2 bounce, bottom number 3, and then you launch. Bottom number 1 bounce, bottom number 2 bounce, bottom number 3, and then we will launch. So that's what I'm looking at for GME stock, and I do think GME is bullish. AMC, another bloody week and bloody day for AMC as fears of dilution pull it down. Well, guys, guess what? We already knew about the dilution. This is a fake sell-off. This is a fake sell-off. They need you to sell your shares. I believe that a market crash can cause AMC to see upside, but you are going to have to wait until we see a market crash. You're also going to have to wait until we see a recovery. A recovery is going to happen, but it is going to be a painful process until we find the bottom. Now, I do see AMC starting to put in bullish divergence, okay? You can see that RSI is making higher lows. You can see this low here is higher than this low here. So RSI is trending up while price is continually trending down. That is a bullish divergence. Again, just like I talked about the bearish divergence in SPY, that it always plays out. We have a bullish divergence in AMC. And do you see what happens when bullish divergence comes out? Lower lows, but then you get a major rally. You guys can see that RSI here is showing RSI is making higher lows, but the price is making lower lows. That leads into a rally. This is a bullish divergence. So you can see that RSI is trending up while price is trending down. Again, this is bullish divergence. You can see that the MACD is flipped on the 2-hour time frame. Again, I do think we are bottoming around this $7 level in my personal opinion. Now, if we get some type of crazy news where they try to push it down with FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt, then we could see another leg down. But in my personal opinion right now, it looks like we are bottoming. And again, gaps get filled, okay? Gaps get filled, gaps get filled, gaps get filled. We have a gap fill here for AMC. There is a gap fill here at $17. There's also a gap fill up here. These gaps
will get filled. Me personally, I did buy more AMC to get a lower position, okay, because I want to see profit on these positions. So I'm averaging down, and I also started a new portfolio with an entirely new AMC position, As crazy as that sounds, yes, I bought more AMC. I will not be selling my AMC. I am simply buying and holding, okay? I am buying and holding. And as long as we hold, okay, this thing will come to an end, okay? This thing will come to an end. Me, I am literally Moas or zero at this point. You will never see my conviction shaken again, guys. The way my conviction got shaken before the reverse split was because I seriously wanted to sell, because I knew the pain that would be coming after the reverse split. I warned everyone of the reverse split and what it would do, and now we're seeing the effects of it, okay? I knew it would be bloody and brutal because now they have shares. They have shares now, okay? They have shares to manipulate the price. You guys can see that is the amount of shares that they have every single day is ridiculous, okay? They have shares every single day because of the dilution. I warned everyone of this, okay? Unfortunately, I don't have the biggest channel, so I couldn't tell everyone, and everyone would just say, "Hey, well, Data Zero's right. Let's not do this." We got to get over that now because it's going to be a divide and conquer strategy. So I don't say yes voters. I don't say no voters. I don't say none of that no more. It's people, we got tricked by Adam Aaron, and the vote was rigged anyways. Okay? So it doesn't really matter. We're not doing yes voters. We're not doing no voters. It's just AMC Apes and Data Zero family here. That's the only thing I know. And it's unity because we stand together, united, we fall divided, guys. And that's the straight up truth. They want to divide us. So me personally, I am not using the term yes voters or no voters. People got tricked. Now you guys can see that cost to borrow is went down. Why? Because they have shares. Cost to borrow is at 4.24%. You guys can see that we're off the threshold security list. Why? Because they have shares to cover. When shares were running out, and they had 0 shares, we were about to make a move. Then they created Ape, okay? They created Ape. Then they got more shares. Then shares started to run out again, and we started to rally up again. Then they did the reverse split. So now it's going to take more time. They keep buying more time and kicking the can down the road. But the one thing they are not doing is covering their positions. They keep doubling down, tripling down. And as long as they keep doing that and we keep buying and holding, one side will have to lose. When the market crashes and margin calls come and liquidity dries up, we can see a squeeze. That is the way I think we'll see a squeeze when this thing finally pulls back, or we get to a point where the shares dry up, and this is going to take time. I know people don't want to hear it, but this is the truth. I only tell the truth on this channel. I keep it $1.50 with everyone. You're going to have to wait until they run out of shares again, because now they have shares just the same way they made Ape and got a whole bunch of dilution and made shares and got to push because when they made Ape, they were able to push the stock down, guys. That's what they're able to do with these shares. They're able to push the stock down. So now they have more shares, okay? So we're going to have to wait. Now these gaps will get filled. Me personally, I'm going to be in profit when these gaps get filled because I'm buying down here at the lows. I'm being greedy while others are fearful. Plus, people are giving up. This is what needs to happen before anything could happen anyways. People need to give up. People need to get shaken out. If you think you're just going to hold and hold and hold and not have any issues and just be like, oh, la, la, I'm going to get to the MOAS. No, bro. There's going to be some point where you're going to get shaken up and they're going to test your conviction, okay? And this had to happen before we could see any type of move. Me personally, I think we'll see something at around the end of September, early October, in my personal opinion. If you don't see anything then, it's going to take a long time, okay? It's going to take another couple months. I know you don't want to hear that, but if we don't see anything in late September, mid-September, early October, and this is also when I think the market is going to be crashing as well. I do think the market's going to be crashing around that time as well. So if you don't see anything around that time, guys, it's going to take more time. But me personally, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be holding. I'm going to be buying. And I'm just going to keep doing this, okay? I'm just going to keep buying and holding to piss these guys off. I'm going to keep buying and holding. Me personally, use house money, okay? I use gains from different types of trades and stuff like that. If you're working a 9 to 5 and you only have a little bit extra money into invest, I would not advise to do it in AMC. I would say, if my friend were to ask me, I would say, hey, you want to buy SQQQ, you want to buy SPY, you want to buy long-term things. Now, personally, me, I think the market's going to see a pullback. That's why I say SQQQ. That way you can hedge against the market crash, but you want to do these long-term investments. Again, me personally, I think the time to buy SPY, and I will be buying SPY because I do hold SPY for dividends and also for long-term holds. I will be buying and accumulating more SPY, but when it pulls back, okay? I think we're going to see this bear flag pull out, and I will be accumulating more, moving like smart money does. But again, I have positions that I have long-term holds. I have already made my nest egg, is what I'm trying to say. I've already made up a bag where I have stuff just sitting for long-term holds. And if you're not in that position yet, I would highly suggest to get in that position of getting yourself some Bitcoin, some Ethereum, some SQQ, some SPY, some NASDAQ, some Apple, just these regular old boring stocks that give you dividends, that will give you consistent returns. Get yourself a nice bag of that, get yourself a little cash position, and then start taking risk like AMC, GameStop, and going for these crazy plays. But that is just my personal opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot give financial advice. This is just how I feel and my personal opinion. I do think we're going to see a pullback in the overall market. I think we're going to see Bitcoin start to decouple from SPY. I do think we're going to see Bitcoin have a pullback with the crash, but I think it's going to have a quick wick down, basically like it did in 2017 and also before the bull rally here, basically where you see it kind of consolidate. So we rally up, we consolidate, and then you have a quick wick down, and then it just starts rallying. I think that's what we're going to see here. Basically, you guys can see we recover, then we're starting to consolidate. I think we're going to consolidate, have a quick wick down, and then rally. So that's what I think Bitcoin is going to be doing, in my personal opinion. Basically, same thing, kind of just consolidate, 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 quick wick down, and then start rallying back to the upside hard. I think we're going to see SPY start to pull back. I think we're going to see SPY start to pull back. SPY, I think we're going to see SPY come to the downside, moving to the downside when this bear flag plays out, having to consolidate around the bottom, going through the anger and depression phase before seeing a move up. So I think SPY is going to have to see the anger and depression phase. I think it's going to have a long time of recovery, and I think we're going to see a major bear market for SPY as it moves to the downside back to COVID levels in between this 3 to 200 level, having to consolidate, going through anger and depression before moving back to the upside. Again, I think it's going to be a long, drawn-out process because we've went through a multi-year bull market. People are very, very bullish. They think the market's just going to keep going up and up and up and up. But guys, if you look, when you zoom out, the market has gone up enough. It has to pull back. It has to pull back and consolidate before moving back to the upside after going through the anger in depression phases. So I do think the market's going to see a pull back and then have to consolidate and move up, in my personal opinion. I think AMC is going to be filling the gaps. I think AMC is going to be filling the gaps. This is the anger and depression phase for AMC. This is going to find a bottom, and when it finds a bottom, it will start to recover. I do think AMC will start to move back to the upside once it gets out of this phase and starts to decouple from the market. Once the market starts to crash again, I do think AMC will recover, filling these gaps. I think these gaps will get filled. Then we might see AMC consolidate before making a move up, if we do see that move to the upside, and I want to see that around September, the end of September, early October, in my personal opinion. If not, we're going to have to wait till they run out of shares. I know you don't want to hear that, but that is just what I think. You don't have to take my opinion as gold. This is just what I think in my personal opinion. So guys, strap in and hodl, okay? I cannot tell you anything else. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be bloody. It's going to be depressing. It's going to be hard, okay? It's going to be hard. But make sure that you're making your money, all right? Because DataZero family, we're getting this money. DataZero family, we're getting this money. We're in the Discord, okay? If you're in the Discord, you're already starting to make your money back. You're already starting to make plays. So guys, get in the Discord. Hit me up. Email link down below. DataZero Official 5, DataZero Official 5. We are making money. I post those plays every single day. I post those plays every single day, and I post the gains all the time. I show you guys the gains here on YouTube, on Twitter. So if you want to see some of the wins, go ahead and check them out. I do post them on YouTube and Twitter. Check me out on Twitter. All of that stuff linked down below. Instagram link down below. Hit me up follow me, and I appreciate you guys for your support. I appreciate you guys for the motivation. You guys keep me going. You guys' support, man, I have the #1 community. I have the best community, DataZero family forever. I appreciate you guys. And as always, man, I hope you have a great weekend. Have fun. Stay safe. Make money. Peace out.
All right, y'all, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like. Press subscribe for more content like this. And remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more DataZero updates. The Discord is where I post the plays. The Discord is where I post the plays. I talk about stocks, cryptos, trades all day long. I also have other traders there as well, posting their information. And it's exclusive community. It's exclusive community that you can join. It's $50 right now, $50 right now. I cannot promise after September it will remain $50, but right now it is $50. So get in before the price goes up. Message me, email link down below. You must message me, email link down below. Payment is via PayPal or Cash App. Once you email me, I'll give you the payment information. You send the payment, I'll send you the link. It's as easy as that. I also have a membership you can join for $2.99 a month. This really helps me out because YouTube ad revenue is not a lot. So YouTube ad revenue is not a lot. So the membership, $2.99 a month, really helps out as well. And I'm also working on exclusive members only content. And when I do the live streams, I'm going to start doing streams where only members can chat. So if you want to become a member, it's $2.99 a month. Cancel anytime. You press join next to the subscribe button at the bottom of my channel. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys that do join that. I greatly appreciate it. And as always, y'all, I appreciate you guys just for your undying support and love. You guys are the best community out there. DataZero family forever. As always, have fun. Stay safe. Make money. Peace out.